Good morning, everybody. Actually, it's good afternoon. I'm in Renton, Washington right now in Cologne Park. We brought our grandkids here so they can play in this beautiful playground by the park. And look at that, they have a swing and turn around for the kids and lots of slides for different ages. It's amazing. And they got swings over there, and they have slides over here. And anyway, I could just imagine the kids here. They're still young. Arya, you gonna ride this slide?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, how does this relate to Bitcoin? I'm telling you now that children, they're still innocent and young, and when they get older, they're gonna start working and making some money and start buying houses and buying cars. By the time they're old enough, cars right now they're averaging 30, 40, 50,000 now. By the time they get big, I would say it's gonna be over 100,000 cars, and houses. It's gonna be over $1 million for a fixer. That's the reality. And if everything still stays the same, that's basically what's gonna happen. So what I'm gonna say is that if they want their future more secure, I would tell all these kids here to buy Bitcoin and make Bitcoin their main investment. If they start young, right now Bitcoin's actually went down in price. It's like 59,000 now. So it's a buyer's market now. You can buy Bitcoin cheaper. One time it reached 70, so it's now 59. And it probably go lower, even that, probably go down to 55. But I don't know. So what I would say is, if I was their parents, I would tell them to start investing in Bitcoin at a young age. And by the time they're in their 20s or 30s, when they get married and start thinking about buying a house or buying a car, they can basically afford it. Because the price of Bitcoin keeps going up. And right now, the value of the dollar is going down. So, can you imagine? I don't know how they can afford $1 million houses. And it's gonna be that, like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $4 million. It's gonna be tough. So all I could say is that hope for children is for Bitcoin, and hopefully they'll listen to my vlogs and watch my YouTube channel, and they'll agree with me that Bitcoin is the best way to go. They have to start young.
I thought you were drinking something.
I'm doing a video.
Oh, for your Mario's Filipino channel?
Yep. And you gotta buy Bitcoins now, okay? And that's about it. That's my nephew asking me. What else do I have to say? Bitcoin. And the reason why inflation is so bad is because of deficit, basically. So and deficit comes in two ways: either you excessive spending, government spending, or because of cutting back too much, that that there's a big deficit. They're not making the income they used to do. So either way, so there's got to be a balance between spending and cutting back on taxes or the income. So what I would say is it's got to be a balance of both. And hopefully we have a government who would recognize Bitcoin soon. I'm hoping the Philippine government would make Bitcoin as our legal tender and use it as our medium exchange in the Philippines, which is kind of hard right now. So, and you know how Bitcoin is, it's decentralized, and a government will be free from a government in charge of any Bitcoin. Government, they just keep printing money whenever they're short. So the government becomes short because they either their revenue is too small or their expenses too high. So if that happens, we have a high deficit. And hopefully, if we have Bitcoin, then we don't have to rely on the government to print money. They can print money, but the money they print, they should buy it to Bitcoin. So make Bitcoin standard. That would be perfect. And I'm really advocating for the Philippine government to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. And that would solve a lot of our nation's problems and all the children. So I'm looking at the future of the children. And Bitcoin can solve that problem. I want to thank everybody for listening. I'm still working on hoping everybody would adopt Bitcoin. Sometimes a lot of people call me Bitcoin Mario now, and start teasing me about Bitcoin. But I'm an advocate for Bitcoin. I keep buying Bitcoin, and I probably won't stop until I get, if I only get maybe even one person. Actually, I got one person already. I got my wife to invest in Bitcoin, but I want to have my kids invest in Bitcoin too. And it's not an easy sell, The Bitcoin still got this negativity of being a scam. People still think Bitcoin is a big scam. And how do I change people's mind? It's not easy. Even though the adoption is getting higher, still in the percentage of things, adoption is still so small. Even though it's been getting higher every year, it's still pretty small. So we're still in the early stage of Bitcoin. Even though the price is already, right now it's around 59,000, that's still small. Because we're targeting Bitcoin is going to be 1 million soon, and we're going to be working with Satoshis, and hopefully Satoshis will reach even 1 cent. So everybody, this is my Bitcoin story for today. Hopefully these children, even if I get one of them to start investing in Bitcoin, I'll be super happy, and hoping it's my kids or my grandkids who does it. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks.